set and ready.
Stand right. Let me see where we're going with this today.
You got stuff for us to talk about?
Let the music talk to me. I'm just waiting. I'm just getting in my mental stage right now. Letting to see what's finna manifest up in this beat. Okay. Okay, this had me get up in my seat. We going in a different direction.
Nah, this the one you asked.
Okay. I like it. You say I'm not the man and you're telling your friends, but you really know that you love me in my Benz. 9 times out of 10 I'm up in the caddy. Rachel in the back, yeah, your friend, she called me daddy.
Rachel.
You know I love you when I see you everywhere. You know that I love you and I see you next to Claire. You know I love you when you even coming through the room.
That was horrible.
Hey, the playback though was
Hey, the playback might be nice. The playback might be nice.
Hey, she don't know what it's like to be in the studio. You know what I mean? She ain't hearing no music.
The playback might be nice. You did, yeah. You went a different way I thought you was gonna go though.
Man,
you forgot what you was gonna say though
because I only heard it for 2 seconds. I just caught it. I just heard you walking in the room playing beats, and I said that's nice.
Yeah.
And you heard me flowing, but I forgot that's how music get in my soul, dog. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's how music get in my soul.
It's my soul speaks based off what's playing. Let's get this started. It's double SCD, Sim, Sexy, Celine, Dion. Whoa, where did all that slob come from in my mouth? It's Mr. PhD,
What?
Pretty Handsome Don Wine. Priest Daddy riding in the caddy. Sorry for lady keeping y'all waiting. Go ahead and say what's up to Daddy. Hey.
You kind of struggled there,
What's
bro.
up, ladies?
Yeah, I don't know.
You kind of struggled on that intro.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I need some water.
You struggled through that. The ladies was not saying hey, but what's up, man? This is Dr. IJ. What's good?
Oh, hey guys, this is Tiff.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. 2 dudes and a chick. So what's going on, Tiff?
I'm tired. Today I am tired.
Why?
I don't know why I'm tired. Oh, you know why I'm tired? I think it's my period about to start.
Oh.
It's a little too real. Can we ixnay on the period,
Hey, that's just crazy. So you just get tired?
I do. I get really tired when I'm on my cycle.
Alright, that's. I think I'd just fight through it if I was a dude.
I
If I was a chick.
You fight through it?
Yeah, I'd be like, it's just been dripping for the past 30-something years.
Not been dripping.
Hey, I ain't tripping.
Wow.
Keep it pushing.
Man, you know how to charm a person, huh?
I mean, that's real life.
That's real life, dog. It been like, hey, if I was a girl, I'd be like, cramps. No.
I don't get cramps, though.
No, I don't get no cramps. Tired.
Only reason why I be
what?
knowing my cycle's coming because my face breaks out a little bit.
I wouldn't believe in that if I was a girl. I'm breaking all the odds.
But it happens. What are you talking about?
I would have faith that it wouldn't happen to me.
That you wouldn't have
Symptoms?
None of the symptoms. I'm just saying, me being me.
I mean, I'll take a
me
little,
being me and thinking about if I was a girl, none of the symptoms.
I will take a pimple over cramps.
I just won't worry about it. I'll just be like, wow, patch it up. 7 days. Let's go.
Patch it up.
Boy, oh boy.
I became a really heavy bleeder after the last kid.
Man, do we really need to have this conversation? Like, jeez Louise.
Oh, man, that's hecka funny.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I ain't never seen one of your pad juices just laying around.
Bruh, why are you feeding into this?
No, I'm thinking about it. Like, I ain't
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? To be with her this long, I ain't never just seen one of them things.
Bruh, think about something else.
Are you supposed to?
No, you're not.
Like laying around? Like, why would it be laying around?
It ain't that it's laying around. Like I don't never see them in the garbage. I don't never see them like. It seemed like you were running to something like that at one point.
That's hecka funny.
You don't think? Have you ever run into that, dog?
Bruh, this is a conversation between you and your wife.
No, I'm asking you though. Like,
Drag me in that.
have you ever been in a relationship and seen a juice pad?
Bruh, I've seen plenty of juice pads in my
Juice
life.
pads.
But was it with the one you were with?
Yeah. Man, I done seen the whole ooh-wop.
Did you want to see it?
No, I ain't never wanted to see it.
So you stumbled on it, like look in the garbage and be like, oh.
Yeah, like in the bathroom garbage. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
No.
I ain't never ran into that.
No, I need you to take some toilet tissue. I need you to wrap 2 or 3
Going
times.
through like the whole roll.
And I need you to put it at the bottom of the bucket.
Nah, I ain't never.
And then I need you to dump the bucket. Like, don't just leave a bucket in there for me to go in there.
You should dump it for. That brings me to. So I ran out of gas again
Oh,
yesterday.
Jesus.
And I said, it's Brandon's fault because he's supposed to make sure my gas tank is cool. And then I put a poll up on IG, and the results were 67-33. What do you think it is for? Like, whose fault is it?
Yours?
No. 67 his, 33 mine. And then my dad hit me. He slid in my DMs. And he said, where's this message? He said, I always check. You can count the time she has put gas in any of her cars.
Wow.
That's how I grew up. My mom, I've never seen my mom pump gas before in my life.
Wait.
What that got to do with me, man?
Wait, but your mom looked like she would pull up to a gas station and be like, who's going to help me? And then some nice
My mom's
young
not
man,
even pulling into a gas station. That's the point. It's already done.
So is it your fault, brother?
Look, this 2019, dog.
It's time for women's rights.
Hey.
Hashtag me too. Hashtag thumbs
Hey,
up.
your name got to be Dolores. Your name got to be like Girofis. Girofis, get you a Girofis. He pumping gas for you.
Get you a Donnell.
Get you a Derman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Derman.
This nigga said, get you a Girofis.
Man, hey, if your name's Girofis, you know how to take care of a woman. I may stumble here and there.
May stumble. So,
I may stumble.
you know that car wash place over there off of Sheldon where you can
just
vacuum
talking
out your
fault,
car and
We
then
just letting it
go
out.
through the car wash?
Last week was his week to air
So
it out. Now
I
it's-
had
now
my
it's
own
air me
little
out, huh?
account where I paid monthly, and I went over there and I cleaned my car out and I washed it. Did what I had to do. This guy's gonna be like, cancel that. I'll wash your car. Ask me when that was, and then do a follow up question of if he's done it yet. Ask me.
When was that?
That was probably like 3 or so months ago.
Has he done it yet?
No, my car is yet to get washed.
It's been raining. It just started raining. Hey, say it ain't been raining in June.
Nigga, it's 1,000 degrees outside today.
Today. And she was gone. Hey, say it ain't been raining in
Oh,
June.
my God.
Every time I get up in the morning, like, it's time to wash up, rain.
Some would say since she's been gone, that was the opportune time to get it done.
Nope.
I was a single parent.
And we all know how that goes.
Come on now.
Y'all are comedy today, man.
Are we going to start the show or you just get it off your chest?
I thought we started the
Tip
show.
segment.
We're talking about you.
Are we done? You got anything else you want to get off?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So what's up on? Was that the roundup?
Sure.
Nah. Hey, what y'all think about Jay-Z?
Being a billionaire.
Billionaire.
It was
Is he a
inevitable,
billionaire?
wasn't it? He's a businessman.
Did he
It's not
just?
a business.
Is it
man.
it's
He's a
official now?
business. Man,
It's official that he's a billionaire.
That's what Forbes says.
Well, congratulations, Jay-Z.
yeah, you know about that?
Nah.
Think about it, man. That's kind of hard, man. That come up,
Is he the first rapper?
the first rapper to be a billionaire.
And then I think I saw Serena Williams. She made the list for the first female athlete or something.
She's a billionaire too.
Is she a billionaire? I know she was on the top 10 Forbes list or something like that.
Nah, she ain't no billionaire, but she is just for. She was for women, like independent women or something like that. I don't even remember.
I'm happy that he a billionaire though.
And I was
Yeah.
I was reading in the comments, people like, how could you say congratulations to a Satan worshiper and he sold his soul and Illuminati? Like
That was never confirmed.
blowing up.
Yeah, man. Jealousy is real.
Yeah, and they try to find fault. Have you watched? I haven't finished yet, but have you watched When They See Us?
No, I have not.
Somebody
I'm done with it.
stayed up all night to watch it
Is it
and then
good?
slept all day today.
Yes, sir.
What is it about?
The Central Park jogger, this happened in 89. She got raped and beat up and everything like that in the park. And then the cops.
Oh, this is when the like 3 white boys.
No, this is when it was 5 brown boys, 4 black and 1 Latino, all got charged for it because they were all being questioned without parents, and then they're all coerced to make this whole story up about how they did it, but they really didn't do it. It was a mess. It was really sad to see because these were like young kids. There was one 16-year-old and the rest were under 15 and under.
Yeah. But they basically just brought them in a room and was just like starved them out for 48 hours and just made them
Tell them what they wanted to say.
By the end of it, they was like, yeah, I raped the girl. Yeah.
So they kept telling them, if you say this, then you get to go home.
Oh, and then once they said it, it was like
A rap.
That's a confession.
So they end up doing like
without their parents being there.
Right. Or with their parents there. Remember the guy was there and the guy made his son lie?
Yeah, he was bugging.
Yeah, but they ended up all doing like 5 to 10 years. Then he's not a multitasker.
Yeah.
I'm listening to everything y'all saying right now.
Go ahead.
5 to
I'm here
10
with you,
years. And then they sued New York, and then they won, but they didn't. They won not until what was it, like 2002 or something like that.
Yeah, they got out in 01.
Well, they won like $41 million or something like
Ooh,
that
that's a nice little settlement.
between the 5 of them.
But everything they've been through,
Yeah, they
you
like
can't
lost
put a price
their
tag
youth.
on that.
That's crazy.
What's the value of watching something like that?
I thought that it was crazy because this story could have happened yesterday, and it happened in '89. That's crazy to me. It's still relevant.
It's just history repeating itself over.
I didn't
and
know
over.
about this.
Letting you know how much it changed, but
I guess
ain't
it's
nothing
knowing your
changed.
history.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm asking what's the value of it. I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of stories like this. Like, it's not. I guess I'm saying the documentation of these stories is becoming unrare. So why should I consume another one?
For me, I didn't know about this story. And then 2, they were also showing how heavily Trump was
Involved in it?
He took out ads and front page ads in the paper. I think they said they spent $89,000 or something on ads to put in the paper to bring back the death penalties for these boys because of this.
And I was just tripping off of everything that all these boys went through individually. Like they all had their own story. At 16, getting sent over to Rikers Island. Kind of remind me of that Khalif Broder. Like they just literally tossing kids in
It's
jail.
just sad.
And like you said, it's not a new story. It's starting to become more common, but it also make you think how many other people in there with the same story are just innocent in jail.
I mean, it to a certain degree, it reminds me of the book we read.
I thought about that too.
Was it
between the world and us?
Yeah. No, not between the world
The
and
guy
us.
that went on death row.
Yeah, the sun still shine.
Oh, okay.
You know, because he was put in jail.
Innocent.
You know, and he spent, what, 30 years?
A lot of years.
You know what I mean? Like, to the brink of almost
death row.
giving up on death row.
That's
so
crazy. To me, it ain't about like, number one, just seeing the commonality of how this continuously repeating itself, but everybody had their own story in the situation. And I just like reading the background of how they got from there to where they at. Because even though it's the same end game, but the road be different.
What do you think about Kim Kardashian?
What happened?
How she's helping all these
I take it all.
people get out of prison who like
I ain't
shouldn't
got.
be there.
I think that's dope. Like
I think it's dope too.
if somebody stepping up, ain't nobody else stepping up and trying to do what she do. I see like everybody talking about her like, yeah, she trying to be.
So what? She's
this,
using
that's
her
what I'm saying.
platform.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to. As long as she using the platform and everybody is saying something, ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then they could blame it on money, but nigga, you ain't protesting. You ain't in front of you ain't trying to read up on it. You ain't trying to see what you can do. You just saying it's too hard. I ain't got the money. I ain't gonna do it.
honestly, that's one of the things that makes it difficult to like completely dismiss her. Is because you are doing something, and man, that's where I have to check myself sometimes, which is like, are you willing? Yeah, because are you willing to do what she's doing, right? Like, no matter what you think, no matter what you say, like she has been instrumental in actually helping people get out of prison. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I can't hate, and it's black people that she's helping. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, if you can hear that and still hate, then you just a hater. You know what I mean? Because
you gotta draw the line somewhere. Like
exactly, man.
Like no matter how you feel about her, she holding it down.
She holding it down, and like you said, bro, like we can't be so quick to criticize somebody else when we not willing to put the work in to do the same thing. So, you know what I mean? I respect her for that.
I definitely like, man, I gotta take my kids to soccer practice.
Should she become a lawyer? I don't know about that, but
why not?
Why not?
How you gonna say she? How you gonna give? How you gonna give her all that and then be like, now if she get her?
Should she become a lawyer?
If she passed the bar, then I don't know if I want to hire her for all that.
No, look, hey, I'll say this, bro.
It could be.
If you can pass the bar,
you hard. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
but I guarantee you,
I tip my hat to
if she passed the bar, they gonna say like, they gonna say it was a reason why she passed it. Like, she cheated.
Look,
ain't
no cheating the bar. You passed the bar. I seen my brother's wife take the bar twice.
Man, I've seen a couple people take the bar
I know a
twice.
cat right now on his fourth one.
Man, bro, like. You pass the bar, and we talking about smart people who go take the bar and they come
like
out
a crazy test.
bewildered.
My cousin took it twice.
Mm-hmm.
So if she passed the bar, like more power to you, man. Like I ain't even gonna hate on you.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But if she passed the bar, I'm going to go take the bar because I feel like I can pass the bar too.
Hey, you know, dude, don't catch me if you can. Just took the bar without going to school for it.
California is one of the few states.
That's what Kim Kardashian. She's not going to law school.
Where you don't have to go to law school to take the test.
For real?
Yeah.
So if you just smart enough off reading books, you become a lawyer.
If you pass the bar, yes, sir.
What? Hey, I never knew that, dog.
In the state of California.
Never knew.
The catch to that is though the state of California has one of the hardest bars to pass.
Take.
So if you pass the California bar, then you truly are like
smart cat.
Boy, you
did whatever you needed to do to pass it. Yeah. Or know whatever you know.
Yeah. So, because California is one of the few states, I think New York is the same way, where it's like you get your license to practice law in California and it's recognizable and other places.
Man, I gotta give it up. Hey, you see that? It's above my pay grade.
What? You keep messing it up.
What did he say?
He said it's above me.
Oh,
not
it's
above
me.
my pay grade.
It's above me. Did you see it? I
No.
tagged you in it.
Oh, you did? You tagged me on IG?
Yeah. What you think about that, Tiff?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, you didn't think it was funny or like?
I guess
like what came to your mind when you seen it?
Nothing, because everybody been talking about it. So when I seen it, I was like, "This is what they talking about." All right.
I just think it was cold. I like the way you handled it. How he had baby come down there knowingly she was gonna come down there.
Something about called him the N-word and something over the phone, and then she had to come down and needed his help, and he was like, "Well, you just called me this, that, and another." And then she started crying. But my daughter, what'd she say?
My daughter's in there. I just want to be with my family.
I just lost my somebody. And he was just like, well, it's above me now.
It's above me now. Sorry.
I can't help you.
Sorry, it's above me. That's something I feel like I do. Like, I'm going to get back at you. And then don't start crying and give me, oh yeah, I'm really, nah.
You talking about the graduation?
No.
Nah.
That's the only thing I have that you tagged me in.
It's all good, homie.
Yeah, I ain't got no other. It's above my pay grade.
Nah, it's all good. Don't even trip.
Well, last episode about your divorce and taking one for the team sparked a lot of conversation.
Bruh, the comments been lightweight kind of popping, man. Folks been giving it. It's all been women though. I wish some brothers would have chimed in, but you know what I'm saying, it's been some interesting feedback.
How you feel since you got that off?
Same way I felt before I got it off.
All right, what about what other people like addressing now? I know it don't change you too much, but or just how does it feel with people like really knowing something that you're going through right now and outside people talking about it or what they think they know of you from listening to this?
It don't make me feel any kind of way. If anything, man, it really made me happy to see folks gravitate towards that conversation, right? Like it was a real conversation. I didn't even realize how many people who listen to the podcast potentially like would empathize with what we talked about, right? So that was kind of eye-opening for me. Sandy, though, when I first told her that she was on the podcast, like she had a moment where she was like, I need to hear what was being said. And she felt some type of way about what we said on the podcast to a certain extent.
About what?
Tiff ready to go. Let she woke up.
No, I just got me some water.
About what?
No, I just got me some water. I'm sitting back in my seat.
And then she come back on it. About what?
Oh my god!
Dang, scared the hell out of me. I'm like, oh, where you come from?
She felt some type of way about the fact that people were asking questions after the Easter thing.
Why would she feel some kind of way?
Who asked questions?
She just said, I don't like knowing that people talking about me when I'm
They're
not
not
around.
really talking about her.
I explained that to her.
It's like
I explained that to her.
You have to understand the situation.
Right.
I just walked into the house with somebody who wasn't my wife.
Right. I explained that to her. I also explained that even if everything was straight with Nicole and I, like me bringing somebody new, people was gonna say what they had to say anyway. And it ain't like folks was talking. It was just, folks had questions. But
that's just normal question. Like, that ain't
right.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't want to say that in front of her and disrespect her if it was, but
she
that
also
ain't his wife.
She also admitted that she thought it was gonna be, way worse than what it was coming in, and she remembered a moment that said what he said, because she said she seen it in his eyes after he said what he said.
He was just over here today. That's good for
So yeah, man. It really though, she like she really resonated with you a lot, Tiff. Like, as you would make your comments of like, I told him so, she said she would be saying like, and I told him so too. Like, like she was really
I
resonating.
never said I told you so.
In your own little way.
I was just letting the record show.
In your own
record. 0.1 foul.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's only been one comment that I think I disagree with, and that was just a comment that was about that agreed with you in terms of me waiting until afterwards. And that's just because like this ain't emotional for me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not like there are some things in my life that I'm stressed out about, but none of them are divorce related. Yeah. So I understood what the listener was saying in her comment, but I wanted to, and I didn't respond back. But if I had
the one she was just saying how she just newly divorced. That one.
Yeah. But for me, it was just like, yeah, but this ain't emotional for me. Like
That's what I just said to Brandon.
I ain't stressed out about this. Like it.
That's what I was saying. I was like, to some people with the quote unquote normal relationship who are going through divorce, I can see how one would be like, you need to just chill for a second, and like, who is emotional about it and going through it and
right, maybe
not necessarily wanted it or what have you.
Well, you saying they passed that point?
I think that they are.
Y'all were past that point.
I don't know about
together.
her, but I think
I'm just saying though, like that's what you were getting to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I also feel like I handle these type of emotional situations when it comes to relationships. Like I've always handled my relationships like this. It's like I can control what I can control, and the things that I can't control, I don't. So at the end of the day, yeah, my marriage is coming apart, but I got an amazing job that I love. I got a podcast that I have hella fun doing. Like, there's so many other things in my life that is like, nah, I ain't really walking around
acting sad,
stressed. You know what I mean? Like it's all gonna work itself out in the end. And however bad, I tell myself this all the time, like however bad I imagine a situation is gonna be, it's not gonna be that bad. Like it's rarely that something exceeds your expectations. You think the world is gonna end, and 6 months later you're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. So, but I respect what she had to say, and I respect what Priest D had to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can dig it. I said, man, just going back on what Tiff said made sense. But my whole thing was, like I said, it wasn't even towards Sandy. It was just like
in general.
Like I don't know what you getting into. I just see a lot of people go through it. They go through it, but the process, you stressing them the hell out.
Right.
So me, just the normal process is just everybody getting a divorce. Even people that have been broke up, like hood divorce. People that have been hood divorce and they ain't been together like in 10 years, but then they decide to get a divorce. Even they be stressed out over. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he ain't signed these papers yet. I'm trying to get like I just see that. So I'm like, yo, I don't know. You got a lot more to divvy up besides a hood divorce.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know what my G getting into. So I was just saying, like, it might be a rough time for your relationship. May not be. I don't know. But I was saying that's why I was saying.
But let me ask the both of y'all. Like, y'all see me every week. Y'all know what's been going on for the last, 7, 8, 9 months. Do I feel or do I seem stressed? Like how do y'all think I'm handling the situation.
I personally don't think you stressed, but I ain't never seen you stressed.
So we don't really know what to look for.
But I'm saying, like,
but you could tell when somebody's stressed.
I seen you.
Yeah.
Like, dog, like.
Can you tell that I'm stressed?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like I seen you.
That's when I'm gonna start my period.
Please don't start that conversation. No, I can't tell what you said. I take it all back.
Hey, like I said, I heard 50 since the past 3 years. You know, snapped a couple of times. You was on house arrest and everything else.
Yeah.
But I ain't never seen none of them moments.
Yeah, we get the aftermath.
You come over my house and be like, man, I had to choke somebody out. Be like, what? Yeah, just got out of jail last night. Like, I know it's there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's in you.
Yeah, it's in you, but I ain't never seen it. So,
Okay.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to go on vacation.
oh hell yeah,
I'm about to start packing.
Yeah.
dog. I need to take a picture of the closet. Just be like,
We popping tags all week.
I have.
dude,
I have not done any trip.
dog, this is the most money, the most preparation, the most. I'm so ready to just go because
Right.
I'm tired of pouring into this thing, dog.
So basically, we record next week, and then y'all gone.
Is it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Finally.
Hey, I ain't been to work this month, dog. And then I'm gonna come back for a little bit, and then be gone for like another.
We only June 4th. You make it sound so dramatic.
Yeah.
And June 1st and 2nd was a Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I've been off for
You
3 days.
making it sound so.
No, what I'm
I
saying.
ain't worked the whole month. You've been off for
real.
2 days.
Hey, look. All right, look.
June 3rd.
Hey, look. I ain't been to work in 3 days, right? And then I go back to work for like 7 days, and then I take 8 to 9 days off. Now I'm saying this gonna be a good month for me.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm about to start packing.
I went to the pool, the new pool today.
Oh, we went for
we
Bella's
went.
birthday.
And that got me ready. Like seeing the new pool, I was
That
like,
pool is
oh,
nice.
I'm ready. Oh my God.
We
it's
were
nice.
there all
Yeah.
day Saturday. Brandon got in an accident in my car.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Of course he did, because it wasn't his car.
I threatened the little kid today.
For real, see,
Why?
you stressed out. You don't even know
It
it.
ain't even stress, bro. Look, so
Pulling up on little
You
kids.
don't know it. A little kid be like, "Hey,
So-
that nigga did not just."
so I stayed in Vallejo last night,
Yeah.
and I had a workshop that I was leading this morning up here in Sac. So I didn't get out of the workshop till like 12:30. Amaya went over to the pool with her
It's
friends.
open during the week now?
Yeah. So she went over to the pool with her friends. I said, okay, when I get out of this meeting, I'm going to slide down just to check on you, make sure you straight, right?
Yeah.
So I go in there. This is my first time in there. I'm like, it's nice in here. You got the little lazy river. I'm like, this is like, if I'm a teenager,
I'm kicking it here this summer.
I'm there like at least twice a week. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and they just letting the teenagers. So I'm like, okay. I see her. She like, Daddy, I'm good. Woo. I'm like, all right, it's good. I said, let me walk around, see what it looked like, and then I'm out. So I walk around. I come back. She like, Daddy, you gone? I said, yeah, but she in the pool. So as she in the pool and she say, Daddy, you gone, this little Filipino boy gonna come up behind her and put her in the chokehold. I said, nigga. He looked at me, was like, let go, and then jumped underwater. I said, tell him to get his ass up. And they all brought him up. I said, I will fuck you up in this piece. And she was like, Daddy, no, it's not that. I was like, I will fuck every one of these.
Dad,
little
we
niggas
were
up.
just playing. Gosh, relax.
I was like,
stressed.
Right,
That
like,
nigga
relax.
stressed.
I said, don't, nigga, that's my baby. Don't put my daughter in no chokehold in front of me.
I'm
nigga.
pretty sure they've been wrestling in the water the whole time.
But I wasn't there. Let somebody put Bella in the chokehold
Relax.
and see what Brad to do.
It was one of her partners.
Yes,
Yeah.
it wasn't no random person.
Nah, bro.
Like,
Nah,
relax.
you can't put my kid in no chokehold in the pool in
nigga
front of me,
stressed.
nigga.
Yeah, maybe he might be a little stressed.
He might be on
Overreacting much.
It's not overreacting.
How about we ask questions first before you start threatening somebody's kid?
My baby was put in the chokehold in the pool. That's how kids drown.
Did she look distressed?
She looked like
She was having fun.
she was about to be distressed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you the big papa there at the
Hey,
edge of the pool.
she seen his eyes walking towards her like, oh snap. She knew how it looked to you.
She said afterwards, she was like, Daddy, I told him, don't play like that when my dad around. And then she was like, but Daddy, you can't jump in the pool. You gonna break your knee. It's already half broke. I'm like, I ain't gonna break. She was like, Daddy, you was gonna break your whole knee, and I was gonna have to walk your crippled self home. I was like, wow.
You were gonna get arrested.
Yeah, he was about to go to jail. See what I was talking about?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just come to us and be like,
The beautiful thing is, I still made it to the recording.
I like the pool. The pool is so nice.
I like the bleachers.
The bleachers
Oh,
on
the
the lap
bleachers is hard.
pool.
Yes.
That's nice over
and there's
there.
a lot of shade over there.
Oh my god.
My only thing I don't like about the pool is that they don't have a shaded area by the kids area.
Okay.
But I said that's probably because they want you to get in the pool with your dang kids.
Yeah.
And not to be comfortable
on,
over
man.
there on the side.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's really nice. The kids we were
Did they
there.
love it?
We were there from 12 to 5.
Blood.
They loved it then.
They loved it.
I almost went out like a sucker, cuz. Hey, when last time you been off the diving board, the high diving one?
You went off the diving board?
Yes.
Nah, I ain't.
Janine went off it
Nigga,
too.
My son was like, Dad, like, let's go off the diving board, the high one. I was like, I ain't tripping, dog.
You
like,
did the Jalen?
Man, look from looking up, I'm like, that ain't too bad. You get up there, it's like, because you can see straight down.
It looked
It's
way
like,
higher
yeah,
when you
it's
up
like,
They had a baby one.
But I was already on the edge. Like, I'm like, they like, jump. Like, I literally was there for like 30 seconds. Like, hey, look, I walked back, right? Because I said, I don't feel like doing this right now. My stomach feeling kind of weird. And the nine was like, Dad, you acting like a punk, Dad. And then the neighbor was over there.
What neighbor?
The neighbor, the Asian little neighbor that was skateboarding.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, Mr. Johnson, come on, bro. I was like, oh, peer
had to do
pressure.
it there.
I had to, cuz as soon as I seen that, come on, my son looking like, nigga,
You done jumped off a cliff before. Why was this
Yeah.
so scary?
I jumped off a cliff when I was 24 years old.
This nigga 37 now. He like the 15 years make a difference.
Yeah, come on, man. I ain't scared. I probably have like at a certain point, but it just
I don't jump off of
I
diving
wasn't ready
boards.
for it. I wasn't ready for it like how I thought I was, blood.
That
like
is
I was,
so...
Did you almost drown?
so I did the weakest jump off, like a little. Like I didn't even. I didn't do no big jump. I just.
Like you feel... Dude, I watched some
I
grown
jumped
man
in it
do
like
it.
I'm jumping in the 3 feet, like a little.
I seen some guy do it and his foot didn't clear the board. And he like dang near belly flopped in the water. Everybody was like, ooh!
I wish I'd have came.
I don't jump, dive, or anything into water
Oh,
like
I
that.
do. I love it.
I've never jumped off a diving
I
board
love
before.
it.
And I can't dive like head first into water.
Hey dog, what she talking about when I jumped off something in Jamaica? It was, I don't want to say it was like 2.5 stories right there.
It was higher than that diving board.
Yeah, you know I didn't
Into the
I want to
ocean,
say like 4
not into a
stories,
pool.
but you know I say 4 stories to be like 3.8. Come on, don't be doing too much. That's why I'm like, let me just make sure, and she can go up. But it
I
felt like
wouldn't-
4
I
stories,
didn't do
dog.
that either.
Like, you know how you jump off something and you be like doing this,
Yeah.
and you had that quick panic, that like then you in the water. I had one of them. That's how I know it was higher than the average diving board.
Yeah, I'm not good. I'm good with heights. I'm not good with jumping off heights. I was in Hawaii one time and jumped off a rock. And I feel like there was like inches between me clearing the
Oh,
rocks.
and what's behind you?
Man, bruh, because I thought I was going to get a lot of lift and push off, bruh, and my butt just went straight down. Like, I jumped and
This is the moment when he realized his back was going to get scratched up.
I hit that water and drank so much of that salt water.
At this
Yeah,
very
you're not
moment.
supposed to do that.
Bruh,
Dr.
hey,
Ananuju.
the scariest thing is when you hit the water and you about to drown and you tell yourself, I can't drown in this water because can't nobody get me out.
Ah.
Y'all must ain't never had that moment.
I don't swim in the ocean.
Dude, I told you when we was up in Mexico, the water, they took us to the shallowest end. You could look down, see your feet, dog. And she talking about, I'm not getting in. And sat on the edge of the boat the whole time.
I don't do the ocean.
Really?
I thought she was just BS.
So you about to go on this cruise and not touch the ocean?
I get in like ankle, maybe knee deep, but I'm not submerging myself in the water.
I think that's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most is being able to have fun with y'all in the ocean.
What excursions you doing?
I don't know. I just want to get on the jet ski. That's the only.
You know what? I've never rode a jet ski
You
before.
gotta get on one.
I want to.
Man, that Mexico story that I told y'all about. I can't front, man. I almost going to jail behind some jet skis, beating up people. Hey, it got me kind of like nervous about overseas and jet skis.
It's gonna be fine. I want to go take the kids on and see. I'm just excited.
Hey, what excursions we doing, Tiff?
I don't know. I'm still trying to decide.
Oh my God, I thought we was set.
No, I mean we're set for the Orlando portion of our trip.
What is that now?
We're going to Gatorland to go feed some alligators and
Hey, you
get on their back and take
put your head on the side.
yeah, quick! Take a picture! Gonna go sit on an alligator's back to get a pic for the gram.
Oh, he gonna do that belly roll, man. I might be too scared. Like,
don't do
give me
that.
the baby gator. Let me put something I can put in my hand. I ain't trying to pet that. I'll
and
buy no
then-
alligator. Come on and pet. Nah, I'm good.
And then we're going to Magic Kingdom and then Animal Kingdom. I think on Sunday, though, we might go to like City Walk because we got a whole day to do something. That's what I'm thinking. And then we leave for the cruise.
I ain't gonna front, man. I'm looking forward to just eating.
Yeah, food's going to be good.
Like I'm just gonna be. I'm
The
gaining.
big debate has been now. So the cruise is like 48 of us.
What?
And
Is it really 48 of us?
well, 48 people bought shirts.
Oh, I
Really?
said, what?
48 people bought
But
shirts.
this is including kids, so it's like 20 adults and 28 kids.
I think the adults definitely outnumber the kids.
Really?
I think so.
Hey, it's gonna be kind of
It
hard.
might be. It might be kind of cracking.
The big debate has been about
We might have to come
whether
up
or
with a
not to
chant.
get a drink package or not.
Man, I still ain't getting no drink package.
I've decided I'm not getting one either. They had a drink package calculator to see if it was worth it, and it's not worth it for me and what I be drinking.
I'm sneaking in on
and
the
we
boat.
sneak in drink on the boat.
Yeah, like I'm sneaking on the
I
boat.
just
Man, we
feel
snuck
like
so many bottles in last
it's just too expensive. We can
$300.
Yeah, we can do whatever we have to do. I'm just looking forward to turning up with y'all, hitting the craps table, and just having.
Well, I've never
time.
gambled on this shit before.
Don't do gambling.
Well, I'm gonna
I'll
throw a few
I'll
dice.
be like, hey, let me roll that for you.
I'm gonna throw a few dice. But,
I never even been to casino on the boat.
You walk past
I'd
it all
like
the
playing
time. It's-
bingo though.
but
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
it'll be, you know.
The game show,
I'm down for that. I'm down for the game show, man. I'm gonna be out and about.
karaoke.
And then I'm heading to Miami afterwards.
Yeah.
Spend a couple days out there.
That's hard,
I don't have none of it planned.
man. You going on a trip like me? It sounds like something I do.
Yeah, man. I'm just I really like part of it is just like I want to just be able to enjoy it, you know what I mean? And the other part of it is I know the closer I wait to the date, I'll find a cheap hotel.
You don't even have a hotel.
Nah.
You gonna be sleeping on the
Oh
beach.
my gosh.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be some hotel
You
that's
have a
gonna
car
be like
rental already?
50% off. No.
Man, you gonna get stuck with
Oh
an
my
expensive hotel.
gosh.
Yes, sir. We have a room for you. $700 a night.
Nah.
We have our hotel together. We have our car together.
I'll figure something out. I ain't worried
We
about
got all of our outfits together.
it. June is going by fast though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know it's only June 3rd or 4th,
Yeah,
but it's
June.
like it's been a fast.
Hey, you know why? You know why I realized why months be going by hella fast to me? Cause I don't pay attention to the date. I just be like Monday through Friday, can't wait for the weekend. Monday through Friday, can't wait for the weekend. And then it'd be like September. I'd be like, what?
I'll tell you, this is how my weeks work. Thursday is when anime come out. So I wait until Thursday. I watch my anime on Thursday.
What anime you watch?
That's too many to go into.
Naruto?
Naruto's not even one. I watch One Piece, Black Clover, and Shokugeki no Soma. It's a couple of them. But they come out on Thursday, and it'll take me into like Saturday, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like I'll I'll read them and watch them like 2-3 times.
Damn.
Then
you really into it, huh?
yeah, and then my week start over on Monday. Then like Saturday, Sunday go by, and then Monday I'm back on my countdown. So my weeks I feel like go fast.
But do you be paying attention to the date?
Yeah, a little bit, but I only pay attention to that Thursday date, and it seemed like once I get to Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all kind of blend together.
I have to watch the date because we got practices and people got to be places.
I just go until be like, need you to do this, need you to do that.
Bruh, I'm grateful that I got great work partners who will do that for me. Like, hey, did you check your calendar? Because we got a meeting on tomorrow. I need you to be ready. And I'd be like, thank you, because I just told somebody I would be in Vallejo tomorrow.
Double booking.
Hey, that's why at work I be working now because I ain't got nobody to lean on like that.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm dolo, so I'm like extra super cautious to make sure I do this and don't be the one that's getting left out of everything because I didn't ask the right question or I'm not knowing what's going on. So I'm like, okay, let's go.
Nah, that make a lot of sense. I like I said, I'm just blessed, bro, that these folks understand that I'm absent-minded and they will or like I like when somebody be like, hey, let's meet on Tuesday, and then I get off the phone with them and they send me a calendar reminder.
You can just put it right up there on your phone.
Man, I'll be like, thank you.
Well, that's how it is. If it don't go on my calendar,
It don't exist.
it really does not. Like I will
Stop.
really forget about it.
Speaking of your
Hold on.
calendar,
Remember,
gotta get that
hold
plus
on.
one.
Hold on, remember last week when I was telling her, dude, it ain't on the calendar. She like, ain't on the calendar. So why did he know? So why you get to say that, but when I say something like that,
What is your point?
you made a big deal out of it.
Because I be telling you stuff. I will tell you. And if it's
If it
important
ain't on
for you
my
to remember,
calendar-
then you need to put it in the calendar. So when something is important for me, I put it in my calendar. So if I'm telling you a date, okay, Tiff, hold on, let me put it in my calendar.
Okay, but you know I roll with the Monday. I just told you I don't even pay attention to dates. I just know the weekend
that
coming
sounds
up.
like a personal problem. Sounds like you need to change your way of thinking.
But you know that about me though. Like, it's just certain things that it's hard to change. And when you
you
be
can
as
change what you want to change and do what you want to do.
all right. I say just update the calendar, like I said.
It don't work. You try to link it up and it
did.
don't work.
We did.
Whatever. Anyway, I had to just order Bella a stroller because somebody said she needs a stroller to walk around while we're on vacation.
Hell
Nobody
yeah.
else got a stroller when they were 5 years old.
So you buying her a stroller or you just ordering it to rent?
I'm buying one.
Okay.
Take it back.
I'm not taking it back. I'm buying one and then using it for Max when we get back.
How much is that stroller?
It was $116.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's your fault.
No, that's an expensive stroller.
Christian help paid for it.
Okay.
She paid for half. Because I got the one where I got the one where the kid stands. You know, have you seen those where the big kid stands and then you put the little kid in there? Because Bella, oh my gosh, she is like a little diva. Doesn't want to walk nowhere. We tried walking to the park, which is like right there. She's over it by the time we hit Civic.
Yeah, that's all I was like, it's no way. And I'm not carrying her the whole time. So just get a little cheap little thing.
No, that makes sense. Because y'all about to be doing some walking. Yeah.
These kids are about to be exhausted. And they got to come back and go to school for one more week.
That so sucks.
They got to go to school for one more week. And then my baby's graduating to go to middle school. Crazy.
Oh, he'll be at Pinkerton, huh?
Yep, he'll be going to middle school in August. And then Bella starts kindergarten in July. Wow. Sean be in the 3rd grade.
Hey, well, with me thinking about all these jail movies, sidetrack what you were talking about, off topic. But I was thinking, would y'all hire somebody that been in jail reading books for, let's just say a lawyer?
Would I hire them to be
not a lawyer, but I'm just saying, just in a position that you have to go to school for, that you need, but he just sound like he know what he was talking about from all the books that he read.
Wait, what? Are you saying, does he have the proper documents? Does he have his degree? Does he have this and that? Or he just read books?
Let's just say he got his degree in jail.
If you got your degree in jail, yes. Even if you didn't get your degree in jail, I would give you an opportunity, but I wouldn't just give you an opportunity and let you out on your own. Like, I would definitely make sure that you had some supports so that you had the best opportunities to succeed.
That ain't what I'm really asking.
Because you're not asking it right.
Yeah, no, I'm asking, would you hire somebody that got, I can't even think of a good profession, but just the reason why I said lawyer, like let's just say I went to Heisman Law School, and in jail.
I wouldn't hire him as a lawyer. I would hire him as maybe a paralegal, yeah.
What if you wanted to take the case to the lawyer?
No, because unless you pass the bar, you can't practice law.
We had that conversation earlier. That's why I said. That's why I said lawyer is not a good thing. I'm just trying to think of a job.
I guess it's just any job. Do you feel that people in prison can be rehabilitated?
Would you be comfortable with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just would you be comfortable with hiring him based off of his background per se?
If in the interview process
he went down for murder and rape.
If in the interview process
15, 20 years ago.
If in the interview process he demonstrated that he had the knowledge and the skill to do the job, why wouldn't I hire?
Based off how he moved, based off his lingo, like you can still read and everything and still be jail bound, but you know he got the knowledge.
What?
Bro, I feel like you're looking for an answer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And why don't you just say what you got to say?
I don't know what he's talking about.
The wrong people. First of all, you're asking the wrong people this question.
Yeah, because you'll hire anything black.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The question should be, do you feel people in prison can be rehabilitated?
Nah, that ain't what I want to know. Like, just would somebody fresh out of jail that got the knowledge of something that you hiring in, but you know their background is rape and murder.
So that means, isn't that...
He's being up front. Okay, he rehabilitates the overall picture.
All right, so look.
Are you comfortable with just...
Wait, hold on, look. It depends on what the job is. If it's a job working with
women people, and children,
then the answer is no.
Why not?
Because it's going to affect my bottom line. If you're working with, like Tiff said, women and children, and they find out you are a convicted rapist, bro, that's going to affect my bottom line. Because people are gonna
What if he convicted murderer?
Same thing.
It's going to affect my bottom line. But if you working in a position where I know the people that you're going to be working with and interfacing with is not going to have an issue with it, then I ain't going to trip.
What if you thought that and they did? Because I mean, like, you don't hire somebody. That's what I'm saying. My whole thing is, you can hire somebody.
Going down every scenario.
No, you can hire somebody thinking that they will go with your team, but you find out your team ain't feeling them. You gonna rock with it still?
Are they doing their job?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
All right. Now I was just, like I said, I was just thinking about that watching that show, and how they were innocent, but they still had that stamp on them, so they couldn't get no job nowhere.
I knew there was a whole reason behind all of this.
Yeah, because they were innocent.
Bro, you cannot forget that I have 2 felonies. So I have had opportunities where people have given me a job,
Gangster.
in spite of the fact of my record. So why wouldn't I do the same for somebody else?
I forgot you got 2 felonies. You rehabilitated.
You did forget I had 2 felonies. And look, I'm going to tell you the funny thing is when you was going through your process and you said one of the questions they asked you was, do you know any known convicted felons?
He did not even mark you.
No, I was like, nigga, you do a podcast with what?
Dang. you never got that job anyway.
I'll put you down as one.
No, you
you didn't.
You did because you
when
didn't
you
even
look
think
at
about
him,
it.
you don't you don't see
you didn't
felon.
even think about it. But had I mean, we was good. But had they like
Investigated,
made a connection between us, they'd be like, wait a minute, nigga, like, did you not know?
Wow.
Yeah. You would have messed me up.
But I didn't. You messed yourself up when you panicked in the interview.
Nah, man.
I be waving at him. Does that count?
Right. I'd have been like, no, I don't know nobody.
No. My name is Bennett, and I ain't
I
in
ain't
it.
in it.
Hey, y'all know both of that show is a Spike Lee. No, it's Spike Lee. You see Spike Lee new movie?
What?
I was about to say that show that we just watched was a Spike Lee joint, but it's that
When
Ava
they
Nay.
see us, yeah.
What's her name?
Ava Duva.
Ava DuVernay, something like that.
Yeah, we don't know
Nah,
if
I'm
she-
thinking about that. I was thinking about that, but that's not a Spike Lee joint. And I was like, I just seen the show that was a Spike Lee joint, but is that She's Gotta Have
She
It.
gotta have it.
Yeah.
No, you did see a Spike Lee movie.
And
the
that other
kids
movie.
with the
Yeah,
scientists.
with the kids.
I didn't see it. I put that on the airplane, and I only got like a minute in, and then I was like, I'm going to sleep.
What's the name of that one called?
Let me see.
Have you watched the new season of She Gotta Have It?
You watched that?
You watched that?
Well, I love the movie and I love the first season.
Yeah,
I
seen
could
the
not
first
get
season.
into the first season.
And then I seen like 2 or 3 episodes of the second one. You like it?
No.
You don't
the
like
second
it?
season, See You Yesterday.
See you yesterday.
You don't like the second season?
Nah, I didn't really like it that much.
You watched the whole joint?
I watched the whole joint.
Oh, okay. Like, dog,
I
really,
watched
when I'm
David Letterman,
Kanye
Next
thing?
Guest with
I
Kanye.
did want to see that one. I haven't seen it
I
yet.
watched that.
Was it good?
It was good.
What was he talking about?
He's talking about everything. I think Kanye is like a genius.
Oh, yeah.
He's just misunderstood.
I think he also autistic. One of them
Ew,
autistic people
special.
that don't act autistic.
But like his thinking is like it makes sense if you like listen to him and like whatchamacallit. But it's a dope show. I watched that one.
Well, hold on.
And
stick to
Tiffany Haddish.
Hold on, hold on. Don't leave Kanye. I want to know
She
more
is
about
Tiffany
it.
Haddish.
I know. I'm like, is she always
Yeah.
like? Is this her?
Yeah.
Is this-
What you think is a front?
I don't. But I just was like, who's that? Just be. It seemed like it would take a lot to be around her.
Yeah.
Nah, from what I heard, I think that's her.
I feel like her and Cardi B are one and the same.
Cardi B don't irritate me though. But I guess just because.
She fit the mold of a stereotypical black girl. That's what you thinking?
No, that's not what I was thinking.
That's what I'm
but
thinking.
I guess so. I think with Tiffany, I guess because so in all the movies that she's been in, it's like she acts the same, and she acts the same in real life. Like
So they want her for her authentic self. Then
It's like it's
like,
strange.
they probably just be like, I want you to be you. Read the line.
I can't hate on her for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like Kevin Hart do the same thing. Kevin Hart.
I ain't seen that last movie.
And everything I see Kevin Hart
seen
in,
that
he
last
is the
movie
same character.
Have you seen the last movie that
I
he
didn't
did?
see
I
the
have
last
not.
movie.
See,
David
you got-
Letterman
listen,
said
but
to
if he's the same
Tiffany,
character.
"Let me give you some advice." What did he say about her bombing on New Year's? What did he say? He said one, I forgot, and then two, he said never do a show on New Year's. Like, period. Just don't never do one. Because you start drinking at like 12 o'clock in the day.
Yeah, straight up.
And then I also was watching Dave Chappelle.
Hold on. Kanye, like, I've been
Just
asking for a
watch
minute.
it. Like, I don't.
She speed bumped over that.
Man,
I
straight
went
up, she's
Kanye West
yeah,
and
he's
Tiffany had it.
He's a genius. I just listened to him the way he talked, but Tiffany had like
I mean, he just.
give me a couple of ooh-wops about it. Why? Give me some clickbait.
I don't have any. Kanye is a clickbait in itself.
All right.
Anyway,
Her period coming.
and I watch.
Because she doing the roundup hour to the show.
I forgot I watched these
Now
shows.
let's do the
Because
roundup.
I was getting my hair braided, and I forgot I was watching all these shows.
God, dog. Like,
I was watching.
I was thinking, like, where have you been? I ain't watched these things. I've been
I
with
was
you
getting
the
my
past-
hair braided.
Past 5 days we've been together. And she
I was
watched
getting my
all this
hair
junk.
braided, and we was watching the show. And then I watched Dave Chappelle show. I ain't never seen none of them. I was laughing out loud a little bit. He's kind of funny.
The Dave Chappelle show, the old school one?
No, like his stand up, the Netflix
Oh.
that he has, especially has to do.
Hey, Dave is the truth. Ain't nobody fooling with Dave.
He's pretty funny, and he
You
says
don't remember when we seen him live?
whatever he wants to say.
He says whatever he wants
Hey,
to say.
Dave is
When
to
he
the
started
point.
talking about,
I think Dave Chappelle was so funny that he don't
Wait.
have to be funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just
let me
his
tell you
natural,
about the Caitlyn Jenner
like,
joke.
like, hey,
Oh,
Jama.
the joke that got him in trouble?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like, now some people didn't like when I had to say it about this, but I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. And then he's talking about Caitlyn Jenner. I don't have no problem with transgender, whatever. But Caitlyn Jenner says she's gonna do a nude photo shoot for Sports Illustrated. He was like, and I have a problem with that because if she does it, I'm gonna want to see it.
Straight up. Hey, that's real.
That was
Like,
so
you
funny.
forcing me to look at this. Like, I don't.
He was like, so it better be good. Lips open.
Oh.
I was cracking up. That was heck of funny.
Hey,
He
that's
was a
for
funny
real.
guy.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But Dave could just be like, "Hey, Mr. Jama, how you doing?" And him just talking, you'd be just cracking up.
Yeah.
I think anything he say gonna be funny.
he was funny.
Did you see that joke when he was like, "I'm gonna tell you what the end of the joke is gonna be about."
Oh, kick him in the
yeah.
puss. Yeah.
That just who could pull that off besides Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, that's true. It was just funny. So we was just watching that all day. I was so tired getting my hair braided though. So yeah, that's it.
How long until you get that break?
It's a couple hours. She took a break and I fell asleep on the couch while she did somebody else's hair.
Well, we appreciate the second roundup.
I forgot I seen that. I didn't even know. Dave Letterman got a big old beard now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he let it go.
He
Dave
got
Letterman is just killing. You know, he got like a 13-year-old son.
like 16.
16. Like, he just enjoying life.
Oh wait, no, that was Dave Chappelle. David Letterman, yeah, he got a young kid because he
got a-
old.
Yeah. I'm trying to be like him when I grow up.
Hey, you see that Spike Lee see yesterday that she was talking about?
Nah.
You know what it's about? It's basically about a girl that built a time machine to go back to save her brother before he got shot.
Did it work?
I don't want to see it.
Man, this is dope. Man, it's a Spike Lee joint.
Bro, I'm tired.
You don't want to see it?
Bro, I'm tired of seeing every show y'all done mentioned tonight is about some black injustice. Not a black kid that got shot.
I never seen it. I told you I fell asleep on it.
There's some injustice going on, but still.
Trying to prove a point. Like,
Nah,
come
it
on,
ain't.
nigga.
It ain't even about that though. It's just a dope leading role of a little mainstream Netflix movie that's
Okay.
catching a lot of attention.
Does it have that classic
I wasn't gonna even
Spike
ask y'all
Lee
that.
scene when they
They rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, it do.
Doesn't every one of his
It do.
movies have that?
Everyone.
Like she got mad and ran away, and then it had that.
And she was
like,
just and everything else.
yeah. Yep.
Every movie of his has
That's
that,
like
right?
his staple. Like that's
But-
how he
but-
does the Spike Lee
But what
joint.
made me ask that, because I wanted to ask y'all if y'all go back and change something, was one pivotal thing that you could change
Oh man, I know
that you know will have a ripple effect. I don't want to hear I love my kids. Like, what would you go back and change?
Yeah, mine's simple, bruh.
What?
I wouldn't have told my little young crush back in the day that Nicole's pregnant with Amaya.
All right.
I would have rode it out until the Amaya was born,
And stay with the other chick.
and then would have told her at that point to see if it would have made a difference.
Probably wouldn't.
Never know.
So your pivotal moment where you go back. I just want to make sure I heard it right. Is that you would go back.
See how he did it to
And-
where his daughter still exists?
Hold on. You would tell her that, hey, I got a baby that was born yesterday.
Yeah, no, I would
I
stop.
just found out I got a baby.
I would stop myself from telling her when I did.
When did you tell her?
I told her
Too
like,
soon?
yeah, I told her when like I first
You found out. You told her.
I told her. So
Okay.
I had to stop myself from telling her then. And I would have waited to make sure that Amaya was actually born. And then after Amaya was born, then I'd have been like, hey, something you should know.
All right.
But I feel like if I had another 9 months in the game, I could have got her to a place where we might have broke up.
Secure the
But I could
relationship.
have got back. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have that deep emotional connection at the point that I...
Could be dropping bombs like that. It's like, oh, you got to go.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that I would change if I had a time machine.
All right. What would you change, sir?
I can't think of nothing.
You want like nothing in high school, nothing in nothing?
I really think my life is as close to perfect as it could be.
I ain't mad at that. Nah, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even going to jail, it like if I never would have went to jail, I never would be the person I am today.
Everything you went through made you who you are right
Man,
now.
and
sitting on the couch.
Such is life.
I really like the person I am today and everything that I've accomplished. So no, I wouldn't really want to change anything except for that because I would just wanted to see if I could have worked
But
it out.
changing that would have changed everything.
Changing that would have changed everything. You are definitely correct about that.
that movie, The Butterfly Effect?
I probably would have still went to jail though.
Did you see The Butterfly Effect?
I did not.
You've never seen that before with
No.
You
Ashton
bugging.
Kutcher?
Kutcher.
Nah.
That
you
movie's
bugging. That's
really
kind of
dope.
hard.
Is it?
That's
Yeah.
dope.
So it's about what we're talking about. Like he realized that when he reads something in his diary, it takes him back to that moment. And then he went back and like changed things, but then it altered his future. And then the movie ended up being about him trying to put everything back. Like how like let me
Originally
go
was.
without having the best case scenario where my friend doesn't die or this doesn't happen or this doesn't happen. Like the best case scenario where everything can be somewhat back to normal. Because once you mess with anything in your past, no matter how big or small, it's a ripple effect. The butterfly effect. It affects everything.
Now I believe that. So I don't know if I ever told y'all, but they told us Amaya was a boy.
Really?
Yeah, and she get, but I've always felt like that was one of those things that could have went either way. So in my scenario of like if I go back in time and don't tell the girl, I feel like I end up with a boy instead of with a girl. Like I think like just changing that little thing could have changed the sex of my kid.
Okay.
All right, man. On that note, I think if I went back in time, I would really just tell myself, nigga, pay attention to school.
Why though?
I just think I make just better, smarter, wiser choices.
When?
I started focusing in ninth grade.
I'm just saying, like, why though? Like, what if you had paid attention in school? What do you think a different outcome would be for your life right now?
I think I have way more bread.
Why? You already have all the papers to say that you did go to school and you did do everything.
It ain't about that. I'm just saying, like, right.
It's about that. It's not about what grades you get. As long as you have a degree, it don't matter.
I get all that, but I'm just saying, I feel like I have favor.
But we wouldn't know each other.
That's just a chance I gotta take. It's the butterfly. I gotta change something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we might have been kicking it. We might have been in the same classes. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
That's true.
All I'm saying is I would have just. I think I'd say I always feel like I have favor to get me where I'm at right now. But if I would have paid attention in school, being hella smart plus favor, not saying I ain't smart, but
you still would be where you are right now.
But like we had like 5 other houses or something.
I do believe that the people who are meant to be in your life would have found their way into your life regardless of what decision you made. If you'd have went left, God would have made it so that that person met you on that path. If you would have went right, if you go straight, if you go backwards, I feel like the people who are meant to be in your life, God will find a way for y'all to cross paths.
What is meant to be will be.
It seems like every time somebody talk about something like that they don't like say they have a kid with a girl that they don't like, they be like, man, I love my kids, but if I ain't never met this chick, like they always, I can erase my kid and get something else. Like they gotta throw that disclaimer out there. Hey man, I love my kids, but man, I wish I never met their mama.
Yeah, nah.
It's like,
I feel that though, Ijoma, because that's how I feel about me with my friend Ryan. How we haven't talked for like 20 years, but now we're back in each other's lives. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I definitely like. So if you would have paid attention in school, I feel like then some other way our paths would have crossed.
I would have came in class and you'd be like, hey, we went to elementary together. Yeah, Mr. Grant, nigga, I know you Ijoma. And then we would have been sitting next to each other.
Right.
And then I'd be like, you would have been like, damn, you know all that stuff? And I'm like, yeah. Why don't you go to school and get your doctorate? And then I influence you to get your doctorate.
This is an amazing story. No.
You can't see that?
No.
See, you don't want to see it.
No, it ain't not a want to. That's your,
then how would it be then?
That's your fictional universe.
How would it be?
I don't know. I don't think
if you can't top it, then that's what it's gonna be.
No, I don't think we would have met. I don't think we would have met in school. Like I don't think
display it. How would it be?
I think we would have ended up. I actually think we would end up meeting same way we met.
No.
Like I think we would have met through our
mutual friends,
through our family's movement. Whether it be instead of us buying the house, it would have been us putting our kids into a school or something or another. I feel like that's how we would have crossed paths. It's just a matter of when. But I definitely think like whoever is meant to be in your life, like they meant to be in your life. And I really feel like I've met people that when they tell me their story, I can see how God like picked them up from where they was at and placed them where they would be directly in my path. And then the minute our relationship was over, God put them back where they started from or took them to another place.
So you say he just did that for you?
Bruh, I really believe that. But it's not just he did it for me. I think he does that for everybody. I think he literally will pick a person up where they at and put them where you're at just so you can touch bases with that person and that person can give you what you need. And then he puts them right back where they supposed to go.
Season.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I forgot I went to a bridal shower this weekend for Tori. Is Tori the youngest girl? She is, huh?
No, Uncle David kids.
I forgot about that. You right.
Y'all got another cousin getting married?
Another cousin getting married. We had our bridal shower over the weekend. It was such a fun shower. I think all of her friends thinks that we're a little bit crazy because we got her all the novelty gifts and stuff. But she was so embarrassed pulling out like big pipes and vibrators and stuff like that. But it was so funny because I got her a face steamer, just like a regular face steamer, and she was so traumatized that she didn't even really think that my PG gift was really a face steamer. Like
she was like, nah, this is.
She's like, but what is it really for? I was like, I mean, what is it really for? She was I was like, no, I'm just playing. It's for your face. Tori and Darius Hayward Bay.
Yeah.
Getting married. They get married next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that wedding gonna be popping.
It's in San Francisco. It should be really nice. It will be really nice. I'm excited for that.
That's nice.
I'm about to be drunk.
Per usual.
Video coming.
That's nice. That's nice.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I forgot to tell you something, man. I had a talk with my sister-in-law, right? We just in the car chilling.
Oh yeah.
We in the car chilling, right? And
oh, excuse me.
I was like, hey, say we in a car smoking weed, right? And then we go outside and I see your son, which is like 22 years old, smoking weed. He passed it to his brother and he started smoking weed. You know, his brothers, they of age. And I said, they passed it to you. You and me can smoke weed. I said, what would you do? And she was like, I hit the weed. And then she said, and I pass it to you. What would you do? I said, I'll be like, I'm cool. And then she said, her question to me was, why would you be fake and phony? How would you feel about that?
There's a distinction between grown folks and children. And I don't care how grown you get, you still gonna always be a child to some grown folks.
Never my peer.
Right.
Dude.
Protect your image
Tiff,
at all
right.
times.
Tiff, ain't that exactly what I said when I was telling the story? That's what I told Tiff. I was explaining to her that, like, I can do grown-up things. We just brought a weed, for example. I was like, I can do grown-up things with grown-ups. Yeah. I was like, I don't never want to come down to their level. I said, if they snuck away to do something and I go in the corner and sneak away and do what they're doing, it brings my respect level. I said, my respect level go down and they feel like they becoming more of my peer.
Yeah, once you become peers, you can't
Once you
get
blaze
that.
up with your
Yeah,
kids.
you can't get that back.
Yeah, I was like, so I'm even though I constantly know what they doing and I can respect it because I will do the same thing.
Even if they know what you doing.
That's what I said. They ain't never seen it. They ain't never seen it. That's what I'm saying. If they ain't never seen it, you can always wonder, anything,
but if you've never seen it,
then it never happened.
I'm even the same way when it comes to drinking. Like, I don't ever foresee the day that I have a drink with my kid.
I can have a drink.
I can have a drink.
I couldn't do it.
I can have a drink. But look, I was talking to my homegirl E, right? I was like, man, I could not. I was like, I'm trying to tell her it's not about being fake and phony. It's about just a respect, and I don't want to be their peer. Blah
She's
blah blah.
white.
And then her response was, it's called privilege. They don't have to change. They're not used to adjusting. Right. I was like, never even thought about that, dog. Right. I was like, God, dog. She was like, you gotta change. You gotta adjust, no matter if work relationship, friend relationship, grandmas, aunties, uncles. Because she was like, okay, say if your grandma didn't respect drinking, and you wanted to drink, would you drink in front of your grandma? I was like, no. Because I know the way she feels. She's like, oh, yeah, you're just being fake and phony. I was like,
nah.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, that's called respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of your sister-in-law.
Yes, can we keep her in our prayers? Because her daughter is missing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you're going to say.
No.
Oh, yeah. She ran away Friday.
Serious.
She's 16 and pregnant and ran away. Just like that. And still missing and I haven't heard from her.
Let's put a pin in that because I definitely want to come back to that. But I was going to say in a playful way that it was funny the way we literally had that conversation about me not having Tiff's number in my phone last week. And then 2 days later, I end up having to come over here to get a ride to get my car. And we end up having like an hour-long conversation, just the two of us in the house. And she was like, "Can I get?" I was like, "Nah." Like I still can't.
But this fool gonna get. He needed me to take him to his car. Well, first when he walked in, I was like, "I mean, is it cool for you to be here without Brandon here? You know what I'm saying? Can I have my phone number and everything?" And then we ended up talking for hecka long. And then when I took him to get his car, he sat in the back seat.
I sat in the back seat.
You sat in the back?
Sat in the back seat. She was like, "What are you doing?" Sitting in the back.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Joma-isms.
Keeping it respectful.
This guy.
But back to the point. So did she run away because she got in trouble, or is she running away because she is still embarrassed about what happened?
I think she ran away because she feels that her and her boyfriend can
do it on
start their own family.
Really?
That's what I think. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That sucks though. I can't imagine. Just call me.
Like this is a conversation. Like I'm saying, like the conversations that have been had there must have been things said in those conversations that leads you to this.
To run away?
Yeah, to this conclusion that like she thinks that they can start their own family together.
I don't know.
She said it.
She said it.
Well, also too, you know how sometimes kids can feel like
no plan for high school graduation.
I don't know what she's doing. Don't nobody know nothing. She ran away and with the note saying I got it, and she ain't been back since and haven't called or anything.
Ain't nobody harboring no fugitives around here.
Nah.
She ain't here. Mm-mm.
Boy, I got so much to say on that. Wow.
That's so scary. So it's like one of them things where it sucks, but there's really nothing you can do about it. And just be there for them when they want to come back. And that's it. But if you're going to run away, kids, just call. Slide in my DM, do something, let me know you're straight.
Even then you will still be worried because you still got questions.
Right. I will feel better.
You will have hella questions like where
I would feel better from not having heard from my daughter for like 3, 4, 5 days.
Have they tried to contact the boy and his people? Or
they've never even met him before.
Wow.
But they got the police involved and everything, and so they looking for
for sure, because that nigga's going to jail.
They're looking for her.
Like, nigga, you 18? Nigga, that's kidnapping, bro.
But it's Jack and Jill. It's a Jack and Jill law. Saying like, from my understanding, I could be wrong, could be a bro.
I was about to say, did you Google that?
That's why I said it could be a bro law. That's my disclaimer. But from what I've been told, that he just turned 18 recently. So on the window, he was 17, she's 16. So you turn 18, he good still.
I'm still, nah, bro. We doing. First of all, I have so many. First of all, I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, he's 17, just turned 18. Where are you? You know what I mean? Like as an 18-year-old young man, are you living on your own, or are you living?
Just got out the foster system.
Oh my God.
It just keeps getting better, right?
Jeez. So he probably hooked up with foster care housing, the whole 9 yards.
Did he get that when he 21, from 18 to 21?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he probably got all the services,
Mm-hmm.
and so it make it really seem like
Easy breezy.
we can do this
for the next couple of years.
We can do this.
Next 3 years, I got my apartment paid for.
And he's from Sac.
I don't know where the guy's from.
The Riggedy.
Oh yeah, he from Richmond.
Wait, but they had that
North Richmond.
So
But they
what
met out
happened
here,
is
though, right?
no, what happened is so she was going to taking classes at community college and met there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's smart. She's smart. You know, seem like the smartest people be doing the
Dumbest
craziest
stuff.
Come on now. But yeah, she's 16. So by the end of this year, she'll have her like that double the AA and her within a year she'll have her
And her
AA and her high school diploma at the same time.
That's if she continued to go to school.
She was on that path. That's what I'm saying.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, she knocked out a year. She just had one more year, and she had been done.
because now that you making this decision, you putting all that at risk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Love, dog.
You putting all that at bruh.
That's love.
That's stupid love.
That's love.
That's stupid.
That's a love of how these young
Look,
teenagers doing.
Not only is that stupid love, bruh. Now, see, you telling me he's in the foster care system changes things for me, because what I was gonna say is he 18 years old. He liable to wake up one day and just be like, "This is too much." Like,
He still can do that.
he still can do that, but I'm just saying, being in the foster care system,
You want your own family.
right? It's a different mentality to where the nigga might just be like, "I really am gonna try to like I'm not scared about this."
I said that too. I was like, man, when you always want love and you plan on building, you go hard for it.
Man,
So I was saying it's like, it's still 50-50. Nobody know absolutely nothing about this guy. But I'm praying that he's on that end, since I can't do anything about it as an uncle, but sit back and chill. And just talk to my family like
I've worked.
We gotta put in God's hand.
I've worked with, I want to say, like 4 or 5 young ladies over the last like 10 years that you try to tell them like it ain't what you think it is. Like,
Right.
Like, I understand you think this dude.
Some people just have to see,
what
play
I
it
mean?
out for
And
themselves.
and before the kid turned 2, it's like, where your baby daddy at?
Right.
And it'd be like, man, why don't y'all listen to us adults when we
It don't
telling
matter
y'all?
because people have to go through things on their own to see it for what it is.
Yeah.
Imagine if people listen to their elders and older people who've been through something. Nobody would go through anything.
Man.
Going through stuff makes you who you are, like we said before. So you have to go through whatever, but it's just unfortunate and it sucks. But it's like at the same time, we just have to be here with open arms whenever she decides to come back home.
And that's challenging.
That's challenging because you want to go upside their head, but you can't. But you
You
can't.
gotta show love. Like that's like the most time you gotta show love.
You have
and
to
compassion.
be nothing but open arms and support.
The crazy thing is that when you 16, you're in that stage where you think you such an adult, but you such a child.
Oh, they be saying some of the childish
Man,
things. Just
so
like
she's
it's like
like
she basically her answers are childish. Like
Right.
Yeah.
before she left, it was just like, what are you gonna do? We gonna have a family. How? We figure it out. How? If I gotta get a job at McDonald's, it's
You just
like
don't know how hard it is.
Yeah.
you get a job at McDonald's. Like,
That means
sounds
that means
good.
you ain't never balanced a bill.
Right.
Like you don't
That's
like
what
you
I'm
really.
saying.
Oh, so
Like-
you ain't bought a pack of diapers before.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but that's her go-to to take care of my family. I'll just get a job at McDonald's, and he got the housing, so we good. It's like, what? Come on, homie. Like,
And it's just like, you're a baby. You're gonna miss your mommy in the next 7 days.
but she thinks she's grown.
No, that's what I'm saying. You think you grown
Until reality.
until
I feel like
2 weeks in, you're like, I miss my mommy hella much. Like,
I feel like, man, my niece so prideful that she gonna hold on for
As long as she can.
to the wheels fall off, dog. You just got some prideful people like, I cannot go back. I didn't went too far to turn around. She got that type of pride to me.
Them pregnancy hormones get to fucking with her emotions.
Yeah.
You don't know what she gonna do.
That's what I said. I said, man, it's like one of them things. Like, I want dude. It's like a catch-22 to me, dude. I want dude to do what I think he's gonna do, so she can come back home. So I know she's home. Like, I want him to be the dude to be like, look, I gotta go kick it with my niggas, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I handle that kid stuff, I ain't got it. I want her to feel the struggle so she know how good she had it. And come back home and be like appreciative,
man, bro. Like,
otherwise she gonna think it's cool and just go through life thinking like.
I get where he's coming from, just in terms of like being in the foster care system. But I wish he had the maturity about him to say,
"Don't leave home.
You have parents. We're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna need them.
Support.
Like, why would you
encourage that
voluntarily throw away your family when you don't have to?"
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't think about it from that angle.
You know what I mean? So like, that's the part that I wish he was mature enough to be like as much as you want to do this, like, we're not, because I ain't got no family and you ain't got no family. So
yeah. And your family wants you.
And your family wants you. Like, they want to deal with you. They ain't, you know what I mean? Like, come on, like, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, or at the very least, bro, like, I've always felt like there are certain things that a man should do. And if you gonna have your girl run away, then at least be a man, walk into her parents' house and say, this is what it is.
Why?
Or call your parents.
Nah.
Bro,
man, you gonna get beat up. You gonna get
bro,
shot.
You ain't gonna get beat.
They ain't gonna call the police on you. Like,
bro, you ain't gonna get beat up.
Somebody walking in your house and tell them, hey, this what it is. I'm gonna take your daughter.
Bro, it's not this what it is.
This what it is. Like, let's have a conversation.
It's just like, first of all, hello. Like, I'm the nigga who got your daughter pregnant. I'm serious about trying to start
basically man up.
You know what I mean?
Man up.
Yeah.
Basically man
like,
up.
Not like, nigga, I'm taking your don't come
gangbanging.
Nigga,
I was like, what?
I'm just saying, like, just man up, be a man, be real about it. Because when you have your girl do something like this, it make you look like it's like we was having that conversation.
Well, at the same time, she need a woman up and call.
She do need a woman up and call, but in this situation, she's the 16-year-old. He's the 18-year-old. But on both parts, it just shows a lack of maturity, and it's like even more proof of like
why you ain't ready,
baby.
Yeah,
you starting off making dumb decisions,
right? And it's almost like, imagine when you have a 16-year-old, when your child is 16-year-old, how would you feel if your child ran away and didn't call you?
You know what? That's such a true statement. But I will say this. I did not know what love was until my daughter was born. The day my daughter was born, the moment I understood for the first time what love is. So I think sometimes you think like, oh, what if I had a 12-year-old kid and I wouldn't, but then you have a kid and all of a sudden it's like.
Well, I think it might be a little bit different for women because we're carrying the kid for so long. So our connection probably starts a little bit sooner.
As soon as you find out.
Than you guys do.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Yeah. So.
I don't connect with my kids to like the first 3 months.
Now let me ask this, just as a curiosity question. Do you think that the personalities of your brother and sister like had to do with anything with her just saying like, I don't think I can be in this environment?
I don't think that had anything to do with it, man. Cause
I think that she just has in her mind made up that she can do better.
Yeah, she
by herself with her family.
Yeah, like
that they can start.
She thinks she from the Bay, cuz. You feel me? Like, nah. Like, where did you grow up in the Bay? Like, you left the Bay when you was, what, 9, 10? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you went out there kicking it like that. You was on the porch.
I'm a petty person because for my kid, I will remind you of this for the rest of your life.
But I'm saying, like, when
running away and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you was on
I'd be like, oh, you coming back now, huh?
Yeah, so my brother.
I thought you had it.
Hey, look, my brother moved to the city he moved to, and she like, I don't like it out here. You moved out here when you were 10.
Right.
It was not cracking in the Bay when you was 10. Like, you don't know what's going on in the Bay. You went where I took you. And now she like, it's just, I don't like this city. And she's from the moment they moved out there, she didn't adapt to the city. Like, she wasn't feeling it. So
this is basically her opportunity
to get out the city.
Yeah.
I'm too big for this city.
And start a family.
Yeah. So like I said, man, the only thing I can do is, man, just make sure my brother breathing, tell him to relax, chill.
She in contact with somebody. Y'all got to find the family member she in contact with.
Nobody.
Or the friend. Because remember that show we was watching a few years ago?
What?
No, I was watching that with my brother-in-law. The show where, like, they had to stay disappeared for, like, 30 days or something. They was on the run.
Mm-hmm.
And then the police was catching them. You remember that show? Maybe.
Bonnie and Clyde?
Nah, it was a game show. It was almost like The Amazing Race, but they had, like, groups, like, 5 groups of people who were, like, on the run. And they had to be on the run for 30 days without getting caught.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But one of the things that I just
$4
remember,
million, like at the end. Yeah.
But one of the things I remember from that show was like the police kept saying like they're gonna get in contact with somebody in the family, like check all known associates because that's what people on the run always do. And so I feel like
as a kid, she gotta have
a kid,
something
you're 16,
home.
It's somebody, it's a friend, it's a like you can't just completely go off the grid and not contact anybody. Eventually, you're going to reach out to somebody that you feel like you can trust.
To let them know that they're okay.
For help, bro.
So, look, is that a help call or is it really let them know you good? Or you want that person to take that extra mile?
No.
Subconsciously.
I don't think it's a subconscious. I think it's just a matter of you think that this is a person that got your back, got your best interest, and you calling them to just, because you're not going to cut every single person out of your life. You're not going to cut every family member, every friend. It's just a matter of who is the family member or who is the friend that you've sent a text to, because somebody out there somewhere know where you at. We need to find who that person is, who you've been DMing or whatever the case may be. It may not be no one in the immediate circle. You're talking to somebody.
I don't think so. She was such a loner. I don't think so.
You think she's such a loner?
Well,
Nah, I kind of agree with him.
I don't think she's talking to anybody that we know.
I mean, you may be right. But I feel like it's somebody she know. Somebody she talking to. But, you know, it's only been 4-5 days.
Yep.
This is one of those things where you got to let you got to actually let time, because time is on your side in this situation.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just hella crazy. Like, I don't know what I'd do if my daughter did something like that. You know what I mean? Because that just come out of left field. To get all that spilled on you at once.
Then I'll be on the podcast shedding real tears. I'll be on the podcast.
You find out everything at one day, and the next day she gone. I'm 16, I'm pregnant. All right, I'm out.
That really was. Yeah, bro, that's a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot.
All right,
So, yeah,
I'm done talking to you guys.
We're going to keep her in prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, thank y'all for listening. 2 dudes and a chick, we out. Peace.